Alright, what up guys? I just wanted to make a quick little video about this, well, it's a pellet gun. It's a CO2 pellet gun. It's a M14 rifle. And these things are pretty cool. They're made by Winchester. And they're 177 caliber pellet. And they use these little CO2 canisters. But they use this very interesting magazine design, where you have a magazine that goes into here, like such, and then that's like the other part of the magazine, and then that whole unit slides into here, and that's how the gun is like mostly operated. And you have these two gas cylinders that go in here. That's completely backwards. So you have these two gas cylinders that go in here, right? And then what you have originally is you have these two little plastic screws that sit in here, and they have this little cup right here that kind of sits behind that guy there. And so yeah, that's all good and whatnot, but they're made out of plastic, and so if you try to tighten them too hard, you may run into this issue here, which I did, and that is that this little plastic bit here likes to twist off if you apply too much torque. Because the problem I was having was that I was having like one would puncture more than the other, and so I wouldn't get like full pressure out of the system, and I would get really inconsistent results. You're gonna get inconsistencies with CO2 regardless, but I was noticing when I would take out the spent cartridges that one would have like kind of like a half pierced hole, while the other one would have like a completely pierced one. Like, you know, you ever like open like a can of soda and it just doesn't quite open all the way, like the tab bends or breaks or something without it opening all the way? Like, imagine that, but with these like little CO2 canisters. So anyways, I was taking it apart to see if maybe I could 3D print these or devise some other sort of plan. And you may even see in the background here, which is pretty much what I did. I kind of just looked around for a second in the background. I was like, well, do I have anything that might actually just randomly seem to work? And I had all sorts of these, like, I don't know, like engine bolts and things like that, engine studs, and they're all they're the same thread pattern. And it was just by happen chance that they all happen to be the same thread pattern. I cannot off the top of my head remember what exactly the thread pattern is, but all these little things here that I have, they all fit. So if you ever run into this issue, which I imagine is a common issue because these things are made out of fucking plastic, if you ever run into this issue, just remember, it is a very, very common bolt size. Like, you could literally go to Home Depot and pick up like a combination like this essentially. And I haven't actually quite tried this yet, and I don't think it's actually gonna completely fit without a little bit of fabrication. But you can see here, this deal would fit if I just kind of file this down a little bit, get it a little bit flatter there. And it's even got like a little bit of a cup going on, more or less. But you know, it's got like an area there. So essentially what you do, you just, you know, grind that down a little bit. Then, you know, either tack weld it or put some JB weld in there, or maybe even just some permanent thread lock would be enough. Put that bad boy in there. You wouldn't be able to use this tool. You'd have to use something else to take it out. But I did also realize that this guy here, this happens to be the exact same size as this here, which means you could almost just use this as the tool here. As you can see, that fits on like such. So there's some possibilities there. You could maybe, I don't know, flatten this out so that it's got more of like a handle, kind of like this, you know, like melt it and flatten it or something, and that might work pretty well. But yeah, I just wanted to show that there's a pretty quick and simple way you could fix this, or even upgrade it if it's not broken, because it's kind of one of those things that's just, I don't know, I guess bound to fail eventually anyway. Also worth noting, it's very, very possible that you could just get away with doing this, because again, it's a two-part thing, so when you put it back together, this thing gets clamped like that, and it's very, very possible that it could just work like this. I might end up trying it eventually anyway, but again, just wanted to show that there are options, and there's a pretty quick and dirty way you could do it like that, or you could try to get fancy like I'm about to and do it with like the whole nut and bolt. But if you're just looking for a quick fix and a quick upgrade from the plastic, just grab yourself like a fucking whatever the thread is, take this guy into Home Depot with you, find yourself one of these bad boys, and plop that sucker in, and boom, you know, there you go. It's pretty much fixed. You just tighten those bad boys up and you're good to go. Again, you'd have to carry around like a separate wrench or something, because this wouldn't work, or you'd have to you know, modify this, but even still, it wouldn't really quite fit in there. You could possibly just get shorter bolts too. That's, I guess, always possible as well. And then maybe this part would fit in there better. But again, just kind of an example here of what is possible with these things. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys, you know, have this problem too, or you just have this rifle and you're looking for an upgrade, I hope this was helpful, or you learned something, or whatever. But yeah, hope you guys found it useful. Whatever, like, subscribe, that stuff. See ya.